Right now, AI is coming for white collar jobs. Accountants, bookkeepers, paralegals, people who spent 4 years and $100,000 on a college degree are watching AI do their job in seconds. Copywriters are getting replaced, data analysts are getting replaced, customer service departments are getting cut in half. If your job is sitting at a desk and working on a screen, you should be paying very close attention right now. There's one type of business that AI will never, honestly can never, replace, but it absolutely can supercharge it. And the people that figure this out first are going to have an unfair advantage that lasts for years. I'm talking about home service businesses. Cleaning, pressure washing, lighting, plumbing. Someone has to show up and physically do that work. AI is not replacing that. But everything else, the bookkeeping, the marketing, the sales, the operations, AI can handle all of that. One person with a laptop can now do what used to take 3 or 4 people and $100,000 plus in salaries to accomplish. And your competition? Well, they're still answering the phone whenever they feel like it and doing their bookkeeping in a shoebox. In this video, I'm going to break down why home service businesses are the single best businesses to start in the AI era, as well as the math that makes it undeniable and a day-by-day playbook for you to start one this week with AI doing 80% of the heavy lifting. And at the very end, I'm going to give you something for free that turns Claude into a business partner who knows your entire operations inside and out. You're definitely going to want to stay for that. Let's get right into it. The issue right now is that everyone is asking the wrong question about AI. They ask, what jobs will AI replace? When the real question is, what business can AI never replace, but can instead supercharge? We don't want to fight AI. We don't want to be afraid of AI. AI is coming. It's here. It's already replacing jobs and taking over entire industries. We want to use it to our advantage. We need to look at things that have a high ability to use AI or AI powerable ability. And we also want to look for industries that are AI proof in their revenue generation. There are very few that fit that cross section perfectly. And the one that stands alone, that is AI proof, has weak opposition and easy operations for AI to run, so it can be AI powered, becomes home services. Only one sits in this quadrant alone, because the revenue is AI proof. The revenue generating activities of actually doing the cleaning the gutters, pressure washing, plumbing, handyman, AI can't do that. But it's extremely AI powerable when it comes to the actual operations. Something like a retail store or a restaurant is AI proof, but can't be AI powerable. Businesses like a content agency, a SaaS company, or e-commerce can be AI powerable, but they're not AI proof. This falls into a rare spot all the way up and to the right on the continuum that we should be looking at. It's AI proof revenue through physical work that can never be automated. It's AI powered ops, meaning every business function can be supercharged with AI, and there's AI illiterate competition. Your competitors are still using pen and paper, not using AI. Everyone is chasing the AI gold rush, but the smart play isn't building the next AI tool. It's using AI to dominate an industry that can't be disrupted by it. So let's jump into the 3 moats. Why home services sit in the perfect position. First, we have AI-proof revenue. AI is replacing left and right copywriters, content writers, data analysts, customer service reps, graphic designers, junior developers, bookkeepers, and soon it will be so much more. So many white-collar businesses are just being destroyed and gotten rid of completely because they can complete that same task way cheaper and way quicker, and honestly with a higher level of accuracy with AI. But AI can't touch residential cleaning, pressure washing, holiday lighting, plumbing and HVAC, junk removal, landscaping. There are no robots that are going to come in and do these tasks on the behalf of the company. AI cannot touch these jobs. Your revenue is protected from the very technology that you're about to use to grow it, and that is the cheat code. That's why home services are the best AI-enhanced businesses to start during the AI rush. That's the first moat. The second most is AI-powered ops, One operator plus Claude is the output of a 3 to 4 person team. You can run a marketing person, a bookkeeper, an office manager, and so much more. With estimated annual savings of $120,000 to $170,000 a year. Even if you just outsource these to companies, a marketing person is going to be a $5,000 a month retainer. A bookkeeper is going to be a $1,000, $2,000 a month retainer. An office manager is going to be a $1,500 to $3,000 a month retainer. And this is if you went cheap, and you're still going to be spending over $100,000 a year in salaries. Claude can do your SEO and content writing, social media management, ad copy and campaigns, email marketing, review management. This is not hypothetical. This is stuff that Claude is actively doing in my businesses today. It can do your transaction categorization, your P&L statements, expense tracking, tax prep support, financial reporting, pretty much everything other than file your actual taxes. And lastly, an office manager with lead follow-up and scheduling, quote generation, contractor communication, quality control checklist, customer service scripts, sales, marketing, everything in between. You can save so much money and time and streamline and make sure that nothing falls through the cracks with literally one operator and a Claude subscription. You could have the output of a massive company. That's the second moat. The third moat is AI illiterate competition. Moat 3 is that your average competitor has no website or just a Facebook account or a website from 2014. They answer the phone whenever they feel like it. They take days to quote. There's zero follow-up. They do bookkeeping on a piece of paper or written in a shoebox. And their marketing is done word of mouth. They've never even heard of a CRM, or they bought one and half-ass set it up and don't even use it. They have 3 Google reviews, 10 Google reviews, and all of them are years old from when they actually cared about gathering them. You, running a business alone with AI, could have an SEO optimized website built in a day. You can respond to every lead in under 5 minutes. You can send out branded quotes in 60 seconds. You can automate a 5-message follow-up sequence, real-time P&L and financial dashboards, have multi-channel ad campaigns running and being constantly optimized. You can have CRM tracking every lead and job, and you could get to 50 plus reviews and climb monthly. You don't need to be an AI expert to do this. You just need to be slightly less behind than everyone else. And in home services, the bar is on the floor. It is horrible. The moats clearly exist, so let's talk about the math. Numbers that make this case undeniable. Let's look at the startup cost in an AI era of businesses. SaaS tool, 10 to 50K. I tried to build a SaaS. It cost me almost $100,000 to build the SaaS. It took 6 to 12 months to get to revenue, and you're competing with thousands of AI apps. Even using AI to launch new apps, yes, great. You think that it's awesome that this could be done in a day? Well, that means your next 100 competitors could also be done in a day as well. An e-commerce plus AI, maybe it's a slightly lower risk. You could make 2 to 10K. It'll cost you 2 to 10K to start up a business like this. 3 to 6 months to get to profit. You have constant ad costs, inventory, and margin pressure. AI can help you, optimize ad spend and things like that. But ultimately, you're going to need to buy all this physical product, physically deliver on the service type, or if you're not going to do it that route, your margin pressure is going to be insane. Then you have an AI agency, a copywriting agency, an AI implementation agency, a social media agency. First of all, unbelievably competitive in the modern online business world. Your startup cost is still going to be 1 to 5K to get any reasonably good information on this, and then all the tools and experience you're going to need. It's going to be 1 to 3 months to get to revenue, and you are the bottleneck. You're basically just buying yourself a glorified job. You're going to have to be the one that actually delivers the services here. Otherwise, you have no business in the first place. So if you don't have any skill or ability to prompt well with AI, you're done. You're cooked in the water anyway, right away. Lastly, you have the lowest risk, most sensible, which would be combining a blue-collar home service style business with AI. You could start up in $200 to $500. You could have revenue week 1. You could have revenue day 1. And your competition is local and fragmented with AI-proof demand. The math just makes this like such a no-brainer. And here's the operator leverage equation. One operator plus Claude, which is an AI partner, plus Jobber, a CRM, and subcontractors, which there's an unlimited amount of them. You don't need to pay anything to acquire them. You don't need to put them on a payroll, pay a salary, pay payroll taxes, pay unemployment, pay workers' comp, any of that stuff. No. You could have the output of a 3 to 4 person company. I think you could have the output of a 10-person company without the payroll, the office, or the management overhead. You three working together to find and close jobs and then subcontracting them out to your labor, your service providers who are itching to have more work and take on that fulfillment for you. This could be the output of a 10-person company. Easily $100,000 plus a month company could be run just like this. So your options are what? Build an AI tool and compete with OpenAI, Google, and 10,000 other new startups that you see every day. You need VC funding or deep pockets. Your product can be copied overnight. Your revenue depends on a fast-moving tech cycle, and one model update can kill your business. Even I churned from half of the AI models that I was using once I found Claude because it is just so easy to find a better model and move on at any point. Or you could use AI to run a service business. You can compete with guys who still use paper invoices. You can start up with a few $100s. Your moat is nothing more than local reputation and systems. And your revenue depends on homeowners needing services, which will never change and never go anywhere. AI updates will only make you more powerful. You're not competing against them. You are using them to your leverage, and they will not get rid of your revenue demand or your ability to actually fulfill and collect revenue. Don't build in the AI space. Build with AI in a space where nobody else is using it yet. The math makes the case here undeniable for why this makes so much more sense. But that's not the best part. The best part is that you can start this week, and I'm going to show you exactly how. Here's your 7 days from zero to your first book job with AI doing all the heavy lifting. And then at the end here, I'm going to show you the exact prompt that I will give away to you for free to use and plug into your Claude today to start running as your COO, your chief of your company, and building your business alongside of right away. So let's look at day one. Pick your service, form your LLC. Research service types for your market, register your LLC, get your EIN, open a business bank account. You could go to Claude and type in, I live in blank city and state. I have blank budget to start. I want to start a home service business with recurring revenue based on my market. What service type should I start with and why? Now, I've spent 6 months building my own version of this with hundreds of data points that all of our partners get access to, but you could do this by yourself with a simple prompt like this, adding as much or as little context as you want, and you could get a great prompt for market selection. Then you use a tool like Doula to handle your LLC formation, your EIN and compliance all in one place. Link is in the description to check out Doula for your actual entity formation. It costs just a couple $100 to get started and be legally ironclad and have everything buttoned up nicely. Then, day two, you set up your digital presence. Create a Google business profile, get a business phone number, set up a professional email, and build a basic landing page. Go to Claude. Write me a Google business profile description for a service company in blank city. Optimize it for local search. Include our key services, service area, and a strong call to action. Easily, you could do the exact same thing for building your basic landing page. You could do the same thing for setting up the bios of any of your social medias that you want to use. And this could all be done with a Google Workspace account that's as cheap as like $7 a month, I think. And then Claude writing all the copy for you. Day three, you could build your operations machine, setting up your CRM, use Jobber, build your pricing structure, create a quote template, and set up automated follow-ups. Go to Claude. I run a blank service business. My subcontractor rate is blank per hour. I want a blank margin. Build me a pricing calculator for common job types with the markup already built in. You can do the same thing for your automated follow-up scripts. You can do the same thing for market research on pricing, and Claude can handle all of it with just a collection of simple prompts. The tool you can use, Jobber for your CRM, scheduling, quoting, invoicing, and with the link in the description, you get a 14-day free trial to check out Jobber, get it all set up for your business, and get it rolling today. With Claude and a Jobber subscription and a couple subcontractors, you could easily grow to 50 to 100 grand a month in time. Now we go to day four. Find your subcontractors. Search Google, Facebook groups, and Thumbtack. Call 15 to 20 potential subs. Run triage calls pretending to be a customer. And then schedule interviews with your top candidates. Go to Claude. Write me an outreach message for finding subs on Facebook groups, Indeed, and Craigslist for a blank business. Also write me a vetting checklist and interview questions. This is gold. This is easy. All you need to do is use Claude to bring in a baseline script for this outreach, and then even use Claude to help you create a database to track all the people that you've reached out to, where they are on the process, rating them 1 out of 10, helping you select which candidates are best. Claude can do all of that with some more advanced prompting. Claude will write all your outreach, all your vetting scripts, and even your contractor agreements if you don't want to spend the money to go through an actual attorney and do it that way. Day 5, launch your marketing, post on Nextdoor and local Facebook groups, set up Google local service ads, create 10 social media posts, and build your first ad campaign on Meta. You could go to Claude and ask for a 30-day social media content calendar for your service type in your city, including 10 posts with captions, hashtags, and a mix of educational, social proof, and promotional content. You could do the same thing with ad scripts. You could do the same thing with Nextdoor and local Facebook groups, and you could do the same thing with helping it optimize your LSA profile, helping it optimize before and after photos, and so much more. Claude will generate all the content, and you can literally just copy, paste, and post. Boom. Done. Marketing live. Day 6, handle your first leads. Respond to every inquiry within 5 minutes. Send branded quotes via Jobber. Follow up on outstanding quotes, and book your first test job. Claude can write your entire 5-message follow-up sequence for leads who got a quote and haven't booked. He can make it friendly, not pushy, and include timing for each message. This is easy. You can also build an autoresponder through Claude. You can use Claude to set up your branded quote copy and everything that goes into the text on your quotes you're sending out through Jobber and your follow-up messages. And Jobber will send the quotes, but Claude can write the follow-ups for the scripts and the actual text and copy inside of the quotes as well. Lastly, on day 7, you complete your first job and you start to get reviews. Your sub completes the job with before and afters. You do a quality control check. You send a review request and you set up your bookkeeping dashboard. Claude can do all this for you. Create a quality control checklist for blank jobs that my subcontractors can follow. Write me a review request template, and hell, you can even ask it to build a bookkeeping dashboard for you to use as well. Jobber will automate the review request. Claude will build your financial tracker and help you with the copy inside of Jobber, as well as creating a quality control checklist for you. All of this done in 7 days using just Jobber, Doula, Claude, a laptop, and your brain. A few $100s, right? This isn't a 6-month plan. This isn't a course. This is 7 days of focused action with AI doing 80% of the legwork. You just need to show up and execute here, okay? Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh, these are good sample prompts. We want the real one. Let's go. We're going to jump right into the real one, and I'm going to show you the best way to actually take action here with a fantastic sample prompt that you can put right into Claude for building your MD document. All right, now here we are inside of Claude here. You can see we've got a brand new chat opened up here. Now I'm going to show you guys, this is a very simple, this is exactly what I'm going to send you. Comment the word AI on the post and I'm going to send you this whole thing. But there's something called an MD document that basically gives your Claude its instructions, gives your Claude its memory for it to fall back onto. Now, this memory document or master, overriding tool that you're going to use should just have a simple business overview, your Claude input file, and why this matters is because Claude is only as good as the context you give it. If you ask Claude, help me with marketing, it gives you generic advice. If you give it a very detailed overview, it will give you very detailed, useful advice. So you can take, this file is going to give Claude the context, let Claude calculate real data, help Claude generate quotes, follow-ups, etc., and allow Claude to spot problems, recommend optimization, and so much more. How to use it is just fill in every section. Like I said, I'm going to send this over to you guys so that you have it, and it's all right here for you to go through to build every single piece of this business for yourself. But rather than me going through and using all your time to do this, I'm going to just instead show you this, which is a sample version of it for a business that I already made for Spark Clean Co., a Chicago-based cleaning company. This is beautiful. I'm going to just simply go here and I'm going to take this entire MD document and I'm going to copy it. And we'll see, you can see everything is all filled out here with some recent financial snapshots, with tools and systems that we use, goals and priorities, some key information about our marketing channels, all this stuff. I'm going to copy this, Control C, and I am going to throw this right here into my Claude. I'm going to let it go, and we'll see immediately what level of clarity and understanding that it's going to have on this business just from filling out this one document. Got it. I've got Jordan's, which is our sample business owner, full Spark Clean Co. overview loaded. What do you want to do with it? Now, I would just type in something as simple as, let's say, let's make a marketing / advertising plan with recommended spend and allocations for our company this upcoming month. So I just typed in that exact sentence. Let's make a marketing and advertising plan with recommended spend and allocations for our company this upcoming month. And now with this context document, this one document that you filled out because you commented AI and I sent it to you, Claude is going to ask you a couple of follow-up questions. Now it knows me already, so it's going to ask me something about an HSE deliverable, advise Jordan directly. It's already questioning, oh, should we be spending more? Because he's already said he's turning away leads because he doesn't have enough cleaners, right? It knows all of that from the context document. So let's say advise Jordan directly. He hired more subcontractors. Let's say you make the recommendation for the budget. And yes, April 2026. So all of these follow-up questions, which again, it's built into this that Claude should ask follow-up questions and make sure that it does its job at the highest level possible. Now we can see, I told it to just advise Jordan directly. I said it's hired more subcontractors, so we don't have a capacity constraint anymore. We want him to recommend the budget, and yes, we want it for April 2026. Let's see. So it's pulling our actual starting point. It's pulling our gap to 10K of how we can get there. It's pulling our recommended April budget and where we should be spending them based on the highest close rate and CPL, and based on a decreased close rate for Facebook and Instagram ads, Thumbtack, drop it down, 25% close rate and $50 per dollar cost per acquisition. This is not making any sense to keep. Launch a new simple referral incentive program. Get on to Nextdoor. Google Business Profile. New investment. Invest this in review acceleration. Small gift cards. I mean, this is ridiculous. This is like a COO real level insight into growing your business from 1 minute of prompting back and forth based on one MD document that we fed Claude to start this, with real April number projections and the exact game plan and strategy for you to get there. So I have this entire document that I will send over. Just comment the word AI and I will put it in your inbox here so you can use this and apply it to your own home service business if you're off to the races or getting started today. Now I'm going to teach you guys, lastly, exactly what your first steps should be if you're ready to start this business here today. Now, the first step of this process is the easiest and the most difficult, and it is just taking action. Understanding that the window is closing and this advantage has an expiration date. In 2024, AI became usable. The early adopters were experimenting. Most small business owners were completely unaware. In 2025, the tools matured. Claude, Cowork, Code, AI became practical for non-technical people. Now the window is wide open here in 2026. You can start today and your competitors are still going to be years behind you. In 2027, the early majority will catch on, mainstream adoption will begin, and the gap will start closing. And by 2028, everyone will use it. AI-powered operations will become the table stakes, and the advantage will be gone. Understand that right now with AI-proof revenue plus AI-powered operations and an AI illiterate competition, the biggest window of opportunity exists in home services, and it exists right now. So your first step has two options. One, you can start on your own, follow the 7-day playbook from this video, use Claude as your AI business partner, and build at your own pace. Everything you need was in the video with free to start with Claude. You don't have to do a paid subscription, although I will highly recommend you're going to jump to at least a Pro or a Max plan at some point. Use the prompts exactly as shown, comment the word AI, and I will send you the additional prompt you can use, and you scale when you're ready. Jobber has a free 14-day trial. Doula you can use to get started and file your LLC and set up all of your tax, accounting, and bookkeeping. All that can be done, like we said, for $500 to get started here today. Link is in the description for both of those. Or if you're looking to take a streamlined path, get in front of this opportunity, rush forward with momentum, with a proven exact track record, with all of these prompts and so much more in-depth information on exactly how you can use Claude, how you can use AI, and the full infrastructure built for you with all the AI tools and templates built in, a system that over 300 partners are already using, direct support and mentorship from me, and a 5% share with no need to try to figure out and test and understand on your own. You can get the full AI-powered system with proven playbooks and a team behind you from day one if you partner with HSE, my company, Home Service Experts, and join our partnership program. This comes with the full website build out. This comes with CRM build out. This comes with pricing research. This comes with all the Claude prompts you're going to need, phone setup, email setup, ad campaign setup, staffing setup, all your subcontractor agreements, all that stuff. We do everything on the front end for you. And this can all be done just 2 or 3 times as fast and with no learning curves, hiccups, or headaches along the way. So regardless of what you decide to do, the worst thing you can do is do nothing. If you guys loved this video, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to this channel. I'm going to be ripping AI and home service content every single Monday on this page. Next is going to be how I use AI to run my home service business as somebody who's already doing 10, 15, 20, 30, 50. I've had 100K months in the home service businesses with myself, and that's how I use AI to run it. So make sure you don't miss it. Smash that subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment. Comment the word AI if you want the free guide, and the link is in the description to the partner program, doula sign up, and a free 14-day trial of Jobber. Love you guys, and we will see you in the next video.